Welcome to The Author Show, where we feature new authors and books, from fiction to self-help and everything in between. You'll find it all at theauthorshow.com. That's theauthorshow.com. And now let the show begin.
Hi, this is Linda Thompson, your host for The Author Show. First-time author Lisa Overcash has written My Fur Ever Family. My Fur Ever Family is a children's book about a little Yorkshire Terrier's adoption. Lisa has a heartwarming story to share with us. So, Lisa, welcome to The Author Show.
Hello there. It's nice to talk to you.
Lisa, will you give us a quick overview of My Fur Ever Family?
Yes, I first want to make sure everybody understands that it's spelled Fur-Ever, and it is a true story of unconditional love, fun, family, and faith, narrated from the voice of a Yorkshire Terrier puppy. The puppy is adopted into a family and shares the adventures that she experiences. The puppy longs to be loved and to be given a special name.
How long after you adopted your own Yorkie did you begin to visualize writing a book about it?
About 12 years. She has been in our lives this long, and it felt like what a gift she had given us. And she's also a therapy dog, certified therapy dog. So I felt like her story could bring joy to others through written word.
You named your little dog Promise. Why did you choose that name?
Well, one of the things that is a part of that is I have multiple sclerosis, and she is my emotional support dog. And I had a lot of challenges with that, and she was part of the catalyst for wanting to have her in my life, that whole experience. And I needed to name her. And I have a lot of faith and have strength in my faith and find that very helpful through challenging times. And so one day I was experiencing the world around me and my children, and very grateful and thankful, trying to figure out a name for this little puppy, our children and family. And I thought, wow, God's promises are so true. That's a good name. Maybe we can name the dog Promise. And then later on with our children, there seems to be some things that happened that evening that is a part of the story, that's a true story, that proved to be the same. And so everybody agreed. Promise was a great name.
While you were writing My Fur Ever Family, were you writing for any particular age group?
I definitely was writing for children 12 and under. But I also wanted it to be more than just a book that children would read. I wanted it to have meaning. So it's also written with parents in mind, or family members and friends of children that want to teach, say, unconditional love, joy, peace, hope, and also positive, enriching daily routines for children's lives, like how to treat pets and why is it important to brush your teeth. How about maybe weaving in some integrity and some positive godly character traits as well. And also I have learned that there's adoptive families, not just the four-legged kind, but also the two-legged kind that have been interested in my book. And the dog that inspired the story is also my emotional support dog, as I said before, and a certified therapy dog. Some people like this and buy the book because of this interest, and I didn't plan on that type of reader, but that's been a good gift.
You listed quite a few things that you had on your agenda to teach kids when they were reading this book. So is there one primary message in My Fur Ever Family that you would like to instill in your young readers?
Probably living life with love and joy.
Do you feel that there's any other author who may have influenced your writing style?
Well, when I was writing, I wanted to look at books that influenced my life as my children's life and our life. And a lot of that came down to some of the classic children's books with a lot of good artistic qualities. And I can't really say that there's any one author, so I had about 10 that I looked through, but I knew that I wanted it to be clear, concise, and beautifully illustrated.
Well, that leads me to say that the little dog on your book cover is really, really cute. So who is your illustrator?
Her name is Julie Anderson. She has illustrated other children's books. She's a freelance illustrator, and she lives in Cary, North Carolina, which is not too far away from my hometown in Durham, North Carolina.
Is your book illustrated throughout?
Yes, ma'am.
You are a health and wellness coach by trade. Why would you write a children's book?
Well, I think part of it is I want a healthy situation going on internally and externally, not just physically, but also emotionally. And pets have such a wellness that they bring to people. There's quite a number of benefits that seems to make a difference in people's lives. And over the years, research has proven that they can make a world of difference in people's lives by well-being, by positive attitude, by sharing love, by helping even with pain levels, and often motivation.
You mentioned before that Promise is a certified therapy dog. Will you share with us what that means?
Sure. A certified therapy dog provides affection and comfort to individuals in hospitals, nursing homes, and other healthcare type facilities.
I've read a lot about cats, particularly residing in assisted living homes and being able to sense when someone was making or getting ready to make the transition from life to death. Do you find that dogs have that same sense?
I have found that dogs have a sense when people are in distress. And I would think that they would have a sense of a final passing that may be coming on. I don't have any specific experiences of that, but I have seen where dogs stick close to people, not just their owners, but other people when they sense that they are, say, emotionally or physically not doing well.
It's only been in the last couple of years when we've witnessed so many tragedies, particularly in the United States, that they bring in the therapy dogs to work with the survivors. Is this a new thing that we're just now hearing about, or has it been around for quite some time?
It's been around a very long time. Research has started showing how beneficial these therapy dogs are and the changes that they can make in very distressful situations. They can change the quality of the environment in which a challenging experience is going on, be that in, say, a nursing home, be that in a hospital or a waiting room or a stressful type clinic of some kind, or in a crisis. Even more and more police officers are starting to have not just their canine dogs, but they're having therapy dogs that they can radio and receive. Fire departments are starting to get more therapy dogs and having them on their trucks. It's a calming, bringing a sense of comfort to people in the midst of tragedy.
Is My Forever Family similar to anything else we may have read?
I don't think so. I can't compare it to anything that I have ever read.
What kind of comments have you received from children who have read your book?
The few comments that I remember are, it was one of the best books that they have ever read because they liked the way the little puppy was in pretty much every single photo, and she was always doing something cute. They liked the children and the way they smiled and the things that they did, and they could identify with the children and the things that they had interest in. They enjoyed the pictures. They felt like the pictures were similar to their homes, and especially the picture with the children in the bathtub and the bubbles on top of their head.
Are you planning to write more children's books, and will they also feature Promise?
I have not got any messages of writing another children's book about Promise, but I do have an interest in possibly writing another children's book about the golden retriever that I am training right now for therapy work, and maybe weaving in more of the therapy dog aspect into a children's book.
I believe that I read somewhere that you have several other four-legged family members. Was Promise the first, and how many more do you have?
Promise was not the first in our family. She was one of many. She came after, and one of many that has come since. Currently, we have Promise, of course, and we have her grandson named Oliver, who we kept from a litter that was from the past, that her son had, who we kept from another litter from the past. We have 2 Yorkshire Terriers at that point. So we also have a boxer named Rex. We have a golden retriever that I just mentioned that's named River. And then we have 2 rescue cats. One name is Lola, and the other one name is Simon. And then we have 3 peacocks that are outside that are new residents to our home, and their names are Priscilla, Elvis, and Ringo.
Okay, now this is really tongue-in-cheek, but I've just got to ask, do you call it the Overcash Zoo?
We have been known to be called, oh, you need to go to the Overcash Zoo. I see. It is funny, but we love it. My husband and I love animals, and it was very important to both of us in our time of deciding to get married. I had 2 dogs at the time, and he was wanting to get a dog, and it was just natural. It just feels right. It would feel odd not to have a lot of animals.
That's great. So will you share with us a reading from My Forever Family?
Sure, I'd be happy to. We climbed inside her van. She wrapped me in a blanket and placed me snug beside her. We rode for a long time. We suddenly stopped at a red brick like Big Daddy's steps. Suddenly, the van doors flew open and 4 girls hopped inside. One girl said, "Children's Bible adventure was fun." Mommy asked, "Is everyone buckled up?" They all yelled, "Yes." The girls chattered to Mommy. I stayed quiet. Soon I couldn't help myself, and I started to whimper. One little girl said, "What's that?" Mommy laughed. "Casey, look in the seat beside me and get this fur baby. Hold her carefully and let your sisters pet her." The girls cheered. I hoped that this meant they loved me. I have another area that would be good. Mommy told the girls it's bath time and bedtime. Tonight, you can take a bath in Mommy's big tub. In seconds, the girls were in the tub. I hoped I wasn't next. I had my first bath this morning, and I didn't like it. These human puppies played with toys, splashed with water, sang songs, blew bubbles, and ducked their faces under the water. You know, I think they actually liked it.
I think those are great lessons for kids. So tell me, Lisa, where can we learn more about you, about your work, and most of all, where can we purchase My Forever Family?
Okay, to learn more about my book, to see the activity of the book and the dog and I, go to my website, embracingwellnesscoach.com. And also, I have a My Forever Family Facebook page that I post to pretty frequently. And the book is available on all major online retail stores or through me by email, lfovercash@gmail.com. When people purchase the book through me, I sign the book, and the dog gives her paw print signature as well.
Oh, how cute. So, Lisa, you have written a really inspiring story, and I want to thank you for sharing it with us today. You've written a book with a very important message for children of all ages, and that is how to care for and love another human being, whether that human is 2 legs or the living being is 4 legs. I hope that when you write your next book, you'll come back and share with us again.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Lisa's book does a great job of reinforcing the idea that we can have true family members with 4 legs. Whether you're on the cat side or on the dog side or love both, My Forever Family does a fantastic job of teaching young readers the importance of love and responsibility that goes with giving an animal their forever home. For those of you with youngsters in your life, please pick up a copy of My Forever Family and start reading to them today. And I thank you for listening.
The following is a reading excerpt of My Forever Family, read by Linda Thompson.
I was born in a white house with red brick steps and a big backyard. I lived with my mommy, daddy, and littermates. Big Daddy took good care of us. He said that families would soon adopt us. I was a little scared, but Big Daddy said they would give us good homes and lots of love. Today, the doorbell rang. A woman was at the door. Big Daddy let her inside. My brothers and sisters were running around and playing. I watched them from our bed. The woman played with my brothers and sisters. The woman had a sweet, happy voice. Do you want to play too? I wanted to play, but I was too shy. Lovingly, she said, well, let's just snuggle. Wow, did I like that. She cuddled me close to her face and said, I like you best. You're going home with me. I am your new mommy. We went outside. The air was cool. I lifted my nose to smell everything. We climbed inside her van. She wrapped me in a blanket and placed me snug beside her. We rode for a long time. We stopped at a place made of red brick like Big Daddy's steps. Suddenly, the van's doors flew open and 4 girls hopped inside. One girl says, "Children's Bible adventure was fun." Mommy asked, "Is everyone buckled up?" They all yelled, "Yes!" The girls chattered to Mommy. I stayed quiet. Soon I couldn't help myself and I started to whimper. One little girl said, "What's that?" Mommy laughed. "Casey, look at the seat beside me and let's get this fur baby. Hold her carefully and let your sisters pet her." The girls cheered. I hoped that this meant they loved me. Soon Mommy said, "We're home. Everybody out." We went inside. There was a hallway, a kitchen, and then a room with chairs and a couch. The girls ran to the long couch, yelling, "Me first. I want to hold her first." They sat side by side. Mommy told them I was a Yorkshire Terrier puppy. She told them to hold me gently and snuggle me in their laps. Their voices were sweet and happy, just like Mommy's, but much louder. Oh, how I hope they loved me. Mommy introduced me to each girl. "This is Casey. She is 12 and likes to dance. This is Corey. She is 9 and she likes horses. This is Candace. She is 6 and likes karate. This is Camille. She is 3 and likes swimming." Candace said, "Daddy will be happy to meet you when he gets home." Casey, Corey, Candace, and Camille. All my new littermates had wonderful names. I wanted a name too. Mommy told the girls, "It's bath time and bedtime. Tonight you can take a bath in Mommy's big tub. Go get your PJs." In seconds, the girls were in the tub. I hoped I wasn't next. I had my first bath this morning and I didn't like it. These human puppies played with toys, splashed the water, sang songs, blew bubbles, and ducked their faces under the water. I think they actually liked it. I sniffed the bathroom door, then followed the trail of the girls' dirty clothes to the bedroom. I went alongside the bed and scooted through a little opening underneath the bedside table. It was fun to stick my nose out the little hole. I saw everybody, but they didn't see me. Next, I crawled under the dresser, then shot out and ran into the closet. I smelled every shoe until I found the perfect one. I hid. Everyone screamed, "Where's the puppy?" The girls leaped out of the tub. They ran around. "Puppy, where are you?" They looked under the bed, dresser, bedside table. Camille cried, "The puppy is gone forever." Corey said, "Look, a clue. Only one white tennis shoe. That means you know who took it." Casey said, "Let's pretend to be detectives and find that puppy." They looked through the closet and among the shoes. It was a fun game. I heard muffled voices and felt feet running. Mommy whispered, "Shh," then slowly lifted the green fringe on the big green chair. Suddenly, a beam of light was shining in my eyes. They all screamed, "Yay, we found her!" Camille, the little one, scooted in to get me. They gave me hugs and kisses. My new family was happy to see me. They must have worried about me. They did love me. I was the luckiest puppy ever, but I still didn't have a name. Mommy told the girls to brush their teeth, pick out a book and a Bible verse, and then meet in the big bed. First, they put gooey stuff on a stick and then rubbed it on their teeth. I hoped they were not going to do that to my teeth, too. Mommy questioned the girls. "Did you do a good job on your teeth?" They all smiled big and said, "See?" They met in the big bed and shimmered under the blanket. I liked the way they snuggled close. Mommy read a little from each of their books. My human sisters lay very still and quiet with smiles on their faces. Mommy asked, "Now, which verses have you chosen tonight?" Casey said, "I chose Jeremiah 29:11 and read aloud. 'For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and future.'" Corey selected John 3:16 and read it aloud. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." Candace picked out Psalm 32:8 and read it aloud. "I will instruct you and teach you in the ways you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you." Camille said, "Finally, my turn. I chose Hebrews 13:5. Mommy read her verse for her. Never will I leave you. Never will I abandon you. Mommy explained, these are some of God's promises. I know, Casey said. Let's name the puppy Promise. Corey added, that's a special name. Candace stated, promises are forever. Camille shared, I love Promise. Excitedly, they all declared, Puppy, your name is Promise. Everyone cheered. Yay! I barked. I loved what happened next. Mommy said, prayer time. And they all put their hands together and prayed. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Be with me in the night. Guide me to the morning light. Then Mommy said, back scratching and singing time. They rolled over, scratched each other's backs, and sang over and over, I like you, I love you, you will always be my baby, baby, baby. They all scratched me too. I can hardly believe how much happened today. I love my home and family. I love my new name, Promise. I just know I'll be happy here forever. This is Linda Thompson concluding another edition of The Author Show. Please share this interview with your friends and family so that they too may have the opportunity to discover our guest and her work. And why not help spread the word on social media as well? Please join us again next time for another exciting author and another great book on The Author Show.
Thanks for listening to The Author Show. Find out more about authors and their work at theauthorshow.com. theauthorshow.com. Tune in next time to another great author on The Author Show.